Hi Elaine, how are you doing? You're the first one in. So here we go, my love. Let me just wiggle this like that. Oh, there you go. Alrighty. So we have Elaine. I do not have Juanson yet. So do we have our dear Juanson who is around? I'm gonna let it go a couple of minutes, and I'm just gonna wait for Juanson to appear, and I'm gonna wait for a couple of people to enter into the live and see where Juanson is at the same time. So here we go. Hi, how are you doing, sweetie? Nice to see you. How are you doing, my beautiful Brooklyn? We are waiting for Juanson to appear. We are also waiting for Elaine's questions. Hi, T Clean, if you're around. It's nice to see you, my love. I will go see if I have your questions into PayPal. I'm waiting for emails to pop on through, but I don't have them. Hi, Juanson. How's everybody doing on to this Friday, my sweetie pies? It is nice to see you. Let me go see. We theoretically do have Elaine first, but I don't have her email. Well, I don't have her email. No, I don't have her questions. I'm going to go and see if I have T Clean's questions, all right? So just 1 second. We're going to go and do that, so just hold on. I'm going to do this. And voila, just give me a second, loves. Okay, well, I do have T Clean, so I'm going to start off with T Clean over here, and I'm going to put a timestamp. Elaine, you'll be second, sweetie, since I don't have your email yet, and I don't see you in the live yet. So we're going to go with a general reading. We're going to go and see what we have coming on through for you, sweetie pie. Hi, the Time Eye. How are you doing, sweetie? It's nice to see you, sweetie pies. Hello. So we're going to start this over here with our Time Eye, sweetie. You can post your questions also. If Elaine doesn't pop on through with her questions, you will be on up next, my love. All right, so just give me a few seconds. And here we go. So, how does Nathan feel about you? Hi, Dan. Nice to see you too, sweetie pie. All righty. Here we go. Just 1 second. And that's your thing? No, you can't. I'm doing good. How are you doing, Dan? All right. Here we go. So, T Clean, you're going to be at 4 minutes. Time Eye, you're going to be on up next, my love. So I'll be with you in just a few seconds, sweetie. Ooh. You're blessed. Did you try to cook a roast again? Here we go. So T-Clean, what's going on, sweetie? My beautiful T-Clean. I do have over here our Six of Cups. You're feeling left out. There's something that's going to be offered to you, okay, in some kind of a way here, sweetie pie. I'm not necessarily going to say that finances are getting better, but there's definitely some type of an offer that's going to be coming your way that's going to help you, that's going to be beneficial for you. I'm going to put it that way. I also do feel like there's a lot of movement forward within your thoughts, within your ideas. There's some things that perhaps you were wondering about, that you were a little bit unsure what you should necessarily do with it, but it's almost like if it's finally making sense. Like, okay, this is what I need to do. This is how I need to move on forward. So we do have this new movement of new ideas that seem to be bringing through new opportunities, but I feel as though financially things are, I'm going to say stagnant, not great, but they are stagnant, but I do feel like they're slowly putting themselves a little bit more into the place where they should be. You're going to have better type of exchanges at the very same time, so things could be going better at home, or anyways, generally speaking, within your relations of the people that you do love, so family members or friends, things are basically going well, but there's like a good feeling of helping out, helping through, of collaboration that seems to be there also. So I'm going to say onto the home front, things seem to be going actually fairly well. I feel as though we're a little bit into a place at the same time where we have a lot of, how can I say? I feel like we're a little bit into a place where we have there's a lot of desires that you have, there's a lot of things that you would like, but at the very same time, I feel like you're into a place where you're just kind of feeling like you're stuck. A little bit like if your feet are a little bit stuck into the mud. Yeah. So, you know, I'm going to say to you over here, my sweetie pie, I feel like what could be really, really important for you is to really just stick around the people that you love, to stick around the people that are helping you through. And by helping you through, I mean as much onto a emotional level as anything else. You have good people around you. You do. I know not everybody you like that is around you at this moment, but whatever's happening with that situation, I feel like that person could be leaving within, if they're not already gone, within the following 2-3 weeks. All right? If they're not already gone. So I'm going to say, financially speaking, you're still waiting. It's like you got 2 feet stuck into the mud, but I do feel like there's new thoughts and new ideas that should be able to help you to get those, you know, your feet out of that mud. So basically over here, I feel like things are going fairly well for you, sweetie pie. I'm going to say to keep on going onto the path that you're into. Continue to follow the people that you have around you. You're well surrounded. There's no bad things. There's no evil things happening around you. But money is stagnant. Collaboration, good. You are loved. Good things happening around you. New ideas are going to help you to move on forward. And if you do have any barriers with the people that you don't like all that much, they should be releasing anyways your territory or your zone within the following couple of weeks, my sweetie pie. So basically, I'm going to say pretty darn good, my sweetie. Pretty darn good. Oh, thank you, Elaine. Thank you. I was, hi, Pertinacity. Nice to see you, sweetie. I was waiting for your email, my love. You're going to be on up after Time I, okay, my love? Time I is next, and then you're going to be on up next, sweetie. So, T-Clean, please do let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, sweetie. All right, I got you. Not a problem, Elaine. Not a problem, sweetie. Time I, my love. Let's go see what I've got. How does Nathan feel about you potentially, or how does he feel about you and potentially dating you? You say he's an old high school crush. You both like each other in high school, but you never dated. All right. Let's go and see. So we're going to be with you at this moment. My beautiful Elaine, you're going to be on up right after, okay? So how are you feeling towards this and what is happening with it? Alrighty. Thank you for joining us tonight, my sweetie pie. Stay tuned if ever we do have any surprise lives this weekend. Into the beginning of next week, there probably will not be a live on Monday and Tuesday. Probably not, because I will not around. So please do. I will put a post though, so you might have some surprise lives this weekend, but probably Monday and Tuesday I will not be live, sweetie pies.
On est là combien?
On est le 27. Pourquoi?
Juste pour savoir.
Okay. Tama, here we go.
Combien de lives encore à faire?
Annelle, je viens de commencer, s'il te plaît.
T'en as combien encore?
Je sais pas, Annelle. I do have over here our Five of Swords in reverse. I do also have our Hierophant, and I do have our Page of Cups. At this moment in time, I don't necessarily see any conflicts, my sweetie pie, that are coming on through to intervene or to block the connection. I feel like it is something that could very possibly, like, you say it's somebody who was, you know, a crush long time ago and wondering how this could go. I'm going to take out more cards, but it's definitely out on where there's a definite possibility. We're thinking about it, kind of wondering about it, don't really know what to do about it, but we kind of like it. I also do have over here our Page of Cups coming on through, and our Page of Cups is willing to offer, like wanting to offer. I'm definitely going to say at this moment in time, I feel like there's a good possibility of something that could develop between the both of you. I'm not going to say it's a 100% secure thing, but I feel like we want to think about it. I feel like we're open to the option, and we're just going to kind of see what's going to be happening with it. So, yeah. My voice is a bit off. I don't know. Do you have over here Nine of Swords in reverse, and I do have our Queen of Pentacles. Sweetie, I'm definitely going to say to you over here, there's absolutely no doubt about it, sweetie, okay? I'm going to confirm to you. I do not see any element of stress within this. I'm going to say the person that you're talking about, this person, so Nathan, who has a beautiful name, a very strong possibility of something happening between you guys, but I'm going to need you to leave it a little bit of time, all right? Leave it a little bit of time, because we still have to put the basics down. We have to put that foundation down, but there's definitely a movement that is coming towards you, an offer, and I do believe that you guys could definitely date. So are we open to the idea? Absolutely. Do we need to navigate it one little step at a time to see where that's going to bring us? Also. But I will say, probably if you continue onto this path, probably within the following, I'll say 2 months, because I feel like there's like a slow progression. I feel like there's an opening, and there's a thought, and there's a getting to think about the whole thing. I feel like it's a slow moving kind of a process, but it's a definite yes for a very strong potential of a relationship happening. And yes, to answer your question, definitely interested in opening on through and having that possibility of having a relationship and dating you, sweetie pie. So it's a yes for me, my love, definitely. You should definitely wait. You should definitely wait, though, however. Like, I will take out the cards onto that, but I do need you. I do want to make something clear, though. I would appreciate it if you waited for him to make the move. But at the same time, that doesn't mean acting incognito like you don't care, because then you're going to switch on up the vibes. As long as this person knows that, you know, you're a little bit kind of flirtatious, you're open to receive, you know, those flirtation moves and everything of the such, then you're good for gold, sweetie pie. Just don't act like you're cold as stone, all right? And then, yes, definitely do wait for him to make the move towards you, and he will. If you keep your beautiful energy open within the following I will say, I'll say 2 to 3 weeks, you'll start to have movements. I said 2 months earlier, and I'm still sticking with my 2 months. The 2 to 3 weeks is to start to have movements. The 2 months should be the dating. So it's a yes for me, sweetie. Just keep your energy open. The more your energy is open, the more you are allowing towards you, the better it's going to be, sweetie pie. I'm sending you much love. Good for you, sweetie. I'm glad for you. Thank you, my beautiful pertinacity. I shall be with you shortly. I'm going to go and see Elaine at this moment, and then I'm going to come on over and see you, all right? So here we go, Elaine. I'm coming on over to pop on through to see you. You applied. Good for you, sweetie. Hold on. Let's do this. And let's go over here. And let's go and see your questions. So pertinacity, you're going to be on up right after, my love. Just give me a few moments and I'll be with you. All right. So here we go. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to go over here. So, Elaine, let me go back into your questions. Hold on. Just 1 second, my love. Oops. It's a Maxwell hair. All right, so let's go and see. So you dreamt about Hanson and you dreamt about a number. Okay, so we're gonna start with question number 1, the internship. What do we got? All right. Okay. To choose internship and see how it goes first. Okay. As for the strategic communication internship, I feel like that could be really a strong internship altogether. I feel like there's going to be a lot of learning, a lot of opportunity, a lot of starting something that can be really quite practical, that can actually grow like long term. So I'm actually going to have to say within that, I do feel like there is a real possibility that is there. It could start very small, but it does have like that long-term growth potential that is there. So it's going to build foundation skills along the way. As for the transitioning to communications marketing, and that I feel like there's movement, I feel like there's expansion, but I feel like it's stepping into something that is more outward facing and something that is more, basically I'm going to say dynamic. I feel like that suggests that the internship could absolutely be, if you will, somewhat of a stepping stone. And the marketing feels like a second kind of phase move, if you will. And it could help you along with your confidence, and it could help your portfolio grow also. So I'm going to say strategic first and expressive later. So basically your instinct is right by choosing, I feel, the internship first. It is going to be the wiser move because that's going to be able to, if you will, build you some credibility before actually like branding yourself into a bigger kind of a way. Now the difference between the roles, the strategic, hold on. The strategic communication intern, I feel, has a lot to do with internal messaging, policy communication, stakeholder reports, community updates, like all those kind of things. Corporate communication tone, I feel like that is pretty much what it is. So you're going to learn maybe some message framing or organizational things, crisis communications, like all those kind of things. If you move on forward more to the communication marketing role, well, that pretty much explains it into the actual title of it. That's more branding. I mean, that's more campaigns. That's more social media altogether that's popping on through. It's engagement strategy. It's promotional storytelling. Like, it's all those things mixed up together. So you're going to be able to use into that probably some different type of like audience psychology or persuasive messaging or content strategy or campaign execution. So those are all the different kind of things that you could actually be using along with it. So I'm going to say the strategic is more about foundation and more about credibility, and I'm going to say the marketing is more about expansion and more about visibility altogether. So I'm going to say start with the structure and then expand on through. That's going to be able to help you a little bit more with your visibility. As for your dream with Hwansung and the actual number 30, it's not about Hwansung himself altogether. The number 30 does hold a certain significance, if you will. It's a number that signifies a transition into maturity, a closing of a cycle, an emotional completion, if you will. So seeing his profile briefly equals like a past curiosity type of an energy. And then seeing 30 prominently is like closing a chapter. It's like leveling on up, if you will. So this feels like your brain is kind of categorizing old connections, but not longing, more like that was then, if you will. So it kind of surprised you because you weren't expecting it, but it doesn't feel like it's romantic. It doesn't feel like it's heavy. It just kind of feels like it's somewhat of a symbol of growth, if you will. As for your dreams of cousins and the uncle message, that's more of an anxiety, if you will. Dreaming of family and waking to a message can kind of make your brain kind of do like a little tic-tac-toe or a little bit of connecting of the dots. But the connecting of the dots doesn't mean that it's really coming from your dream. It doesn't mean that it's actual real or that it makes sense or that it actually exists, if you will. Your reverse Nine of Swords is about the fear of something being negative, but it's not something that's actually confirmed into a certain negativity. It's also anticipating, if you will, a certain amount of anxiety. So you not wanting to read the message is you showing avoidance energy. It's not evidence that there is something wrong that is happening or that is being done in any kind of a way. So there's no strong conflict into all of this. It just kind of feels like you're more sensitive. You're more a little bit into a transition phase. So your mind is kind of a little bit hyper alert, if you will. Aw, Dan, have you been dreaming of Hwansung too? Pertinacity, let me go see. I don't know why he WhatsApped you though, sweetie. That's something that is into this time at this moment. I'm going to say he's been wanting to talk with you, sweetie. You don't necessarily have a good relationship with him. You could probably try to contact him and see if you do wish to do so. I know you don't have the best relationship with him. Pertinacity, here we go, sweetie. I'm gonna just put your first question over here, my love, and I'm gonna go and get the second one also. Good for you, Pertinacity. You did get the job offer. Yay! Good for you, sweetie. I'm glad for you, my love. You got it because you deserved it, and you got it because it was that beautiful divine timing for you, sweetie. Good for you, my love. I'm glad, sweetie pie. All right, hold on. I'm just going to go and get the energy within the cards. I'm going to go and get you your answers, my love. But so far, I'm liking this. It's all good. Yay! Okay. I will put you a little bit of a timestamp in case you do need it. So just 1 second. We're going to come on and put pertinacity. Oh, you're trying to invade Stupid D's dreams, not Elaine or Dan. Oh, Hanson, Stupid D. Oh, my dear God. Oh, I dislike that man. Yes. I was stuck beside him for, sweet Lord, like close to him for like 45 minutes to an hour waiting to get into the actual building, the actual place. Like, yuck. Any hoot. And then I had to see his face for a while. Yuck. Any hoot. I'll get back to you upon that at another moment in time. All I have to say is yuck, yuck. Okay, so I'm going to put this at 26 minutes. All right. Yeah, honestly, sweet Lord. Alrighty, so, and you have mended things slowly. Okay, can I give you a relationship reading on you guys? And is he still invested and loves you like he says? So you have some doubts, right? And you got a job over like you said, and is it going to be good for you? Okay, we're going to go and take a little bit of a sneak peek at this. So, and KNU, we're going to start on off with that and the relationship altogether. All right, so we're going to start by going to look at the current energy between the both of you and see what pops on through. All right, the devil in reverse is all good. We don't really want the devil up, although the devil can mean a lot of things. But I do have our Nine of Swords, our High Priestess. The energy is not at the highest. I'm going to say it's a little bit like you're saying. Things are slowly mending themselves. But he does have a true desire to actually mend things and to actually make things better. So I'm going to say to you, I feel like there is a slow healing that is there. I feel like there's a careful kind of a blending. Like, it's rebuilding, but we're definitely not rushing things, but he's definitely wanting to make things better. Like, he's definitely wanting to take control of the situation so you guys don't fall back into some type of pattern into the past. So it's like if he's decided he's going to put his boots on and he's going to walk with them and he's going to do what he needs to do, you know? So I'm going to say it actually kind of matches really well what you said when you said that this is about mending things slowly. It's not anything that's a very explosive, passive, passion type of an energy, but it's something that's very intentional. So it's an intentional balance type of an energy. So I'm actually going to say this is much, much healthier for you into the long term with him. So onto that side, I'm going to say fantastic. Now, is he still invested? Probably more than what he actually used to be, because he is grounded. He is more into that committed energy of wanting to mend things, wanting to make things better, but also wanting to implement different thoughts and different ideas moving on forward. So is he invested? I will say yes. I do feel like his love language may be stability more than emotional intensity. But I feel like he shows love through consistency, through protection, through maybe even a little bit more reliability. So this is not the type of love that is an obsessive, explosive kind of a love. It's more of a, I'm steady, I'm here kind of a love. Let's develop this. Let's build this new foundation again, like one step at a time. But I keep getting like the words that he wants you to trust him. He needs you to trust him. It's like if there's that overwhelming feeling of not being trusted. So yeah. So does he love you like he says? He does, in his own way. Love is a tricky thing because you can love into a way and he can love into another way, but it might not be the corresponding type of love that you want or that you desire, that you need. So I'm going to say he loves you into his own style, into his own way. He is very genuine when he does speak about his feelings, but I feel like he can be really, really quite emotionally awkward when he's actually expressing them or saying them. That's if he even actually says them all that often. So I feel like he feels deeply, but he's not all that good in actually articulating it altogether. into the way that you need it to. So I'm going to say at this moment, there's no detachment. It is more of an attachment. I feel like it is more of a rebuilding than something, like it's a rebuilding, but into a steady kind of an effort. So overall, I will say he is still invested. I will say the energy does feel like it's calmer. It does feel like it's more mature, and it feels like it's less reactive than before. My advice is keep matching the energy. Don't over test the reassurance and just kind of let consistency prove it. But at the same time, I do need you, if you're able to do so, and that is something you're feeling comfortable with and you feel like he's feeding you that type of energy, I do need you to feel a little bit more trustworthy, unless he shows you any type of evidence that you should not. That's what I'm getting towards that. You can send your last question, Elaine. As for the job offer, let's go and see what's happening with that, sweetie pie. Hi, Yvonne. How are you doing, sweetie? It is nice to see you. All right. Job offer. Same company. New manager. Is this going to be good for you? Wheel of Fortune. Definitely looks like it's on path. King of Cups. Justice. Yes, sweetie. Yes. This is really, really quite nice. This is actually suggesting that you're going to have more growth. You're going to have more visibility. You're going to feel more comfortable into that space. You're going to be feeling more appreciated. You're going to be feeling like you have maybe even a little bit more of a confidence boost, if you will. So it feels like it's really, really quite positive, especially because you're into the same company. So you're already kind of used to a little bit the way that it works, or the different type of, the way that the organization works, if you will. Now, what do you actually have to look out for? Stand your ground. Stand your ground, sweetie. You need to set your boundaries early, because otherwise the new manager or other people can just kind of try to, well, not try, but they might pass on through your boundaries in certain ways. So be confident into your skills, and don't shrink to prove anybody, and really, really make sure that you do keep your boundaries up, because otherwise you'll end up into an emotional place where you're not going to like it as much. You're going to feel like, hey, the vibes aren't quite what they used to be. What changed? That's what's going to have changed. So you might require to assert yourself a little bit more than before. But again, this is about you having that growth. So it's all good. So overall, my sweetie pie, I'm going to say relationship, it's about stabilizing, it's about being invested, it's about feeling a little bit more real into it. Career, it's about expansion, it's about recognition, and it's about confidence, my love. So I feel like you're entering a little bit more a period where love is kind of calming down into something more solid, where work is kind of stepping up into something a little bit more brighter. So altogether, I'm going to say good for you, sweetie. Congratulations, my love. I know, you need to, I know you do. I know. Aw, thank you, my sweetie. Congratulations again, my beautiful. Everything's going really, really quite well for you, sweetie. It's nice to see you again, my beautiful pertinacity, love. Elaine, did you send out your other question yet? I'm going to go and see, all right? Just give me one moment. I'm going to go and take a sneak peek. All right, and let's go over here. Gonna delete that one. I don't have it yet. Are you gonna put it into the chat perhaps? All right, well, while we're waiting for Elaine's question, I'm going to go and see you, Juanson, into the meanwhile, okay? So, Juanson, let me go and see you over here. No, not musical stations again! You were stationed into the morning, yeah. Oh no, you don't like the last department that you put. You don't like that one. Yeah. Oh no, they had visitors. Oh. Oh, well, that's good. Were they good looking? I don't know. You know who I'm talking about. The four. Uh-huh. And you, oh, well, that is good. Yeah, I thought you were going to say somebody left you a nice Caesar salad. Let's go into the general. Let's go see what we've got. Was your email stuck again? I have your email, Elaine. Was it stuck? Like, did you send it like a really long time ago? Because I got it like 5 minutes ago or something. Yeah. Yeah, you need to stay open towards that. All right. So here we go. I do have our Knight of Swords. I do have our Queen of Wands. Generally speaking, you did. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. That does suck. Generally speaking, over here for you, I'm going to say, you know what? I feel like you're a little bit into a place where you're moving forward. Like with our wands over here, you're moving. Not only do you have ideas, but you have things that you want. You do want to move on forward towards it. So that is actually quite good. I do feel like you're a little bit into a place though where there might be a little bit less action. Like you might have a lot of ideas, a lot of things that you're thinking about or that you would like to do, but that you're not necessarily doing. But I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. We often think about things that we should do that we don't do. So it's not a nasty thing. It's not a bad thing. Yeah, Alfonso is moving forward. Let's go and see what we have over here into the energy popping on through for you right over here, sweetie. All right. I'm going to say to you, love-wise, look, it's what I say all the time. There is love around you, and if you want to go and grab it, you can, but you're choosing not to. But that's okay. That's okay. You don't have to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So, yeah, I'm going to say just kind of continue moving on forward. Do what you've got to do, my sweet love. When you're ready, you're ready. And that's it. And that's all. Yeah. You've got it. You've got it. We're still waiting for that musical to come your way. Yeah, we are. Let's go see how Elizabeth is doing. Elizabeth today, okay. Nothing over exciting, just kind of okay. I know. You want to, but you're like, meh, right? Today I'm going to say she's okay, but she's like, there's nothing big, there's nothing ooh la la happening into her life, but I do feel like she's happy, I do feel like she's good. So I'm basically going to say I feel like she's doing good, but nothing ooh la la-ish or nothing bad or anything of this such that's, you know, kind of popping on through. So yeah, just kind of keep it going in that kind of a way. All right. She often thinks about the past, and I feel like she feels sometimes anxious about different things that maybe she didn't do during the past, or that she should have done into the past that she hasn't done. So there's a lot of thoughts, there's a lot of ideas, and sometimes I feel like she just kind of reminisces about it. Yeah, she thinks about it, she wonders about it, and she wonders if she could have done things a little bit differently. And I feel like she wants to ask you into a certain way, like how did you feel, at that point in time? Or if anything would have happened, would you have said anything or done anything? Or, I feel like she's curious. I feel like she's curious about where that could have gone, like what could have happened with it. I know. There's nothing you can do. The page is the page. Here we go. Let's go see an angel message for you. You are being guided into a season of steady growth. What feels calm right now is alignment. It's not stagnation. So trust the slow rebuilding into your relationships and the new opportunities into your career. Both are unfolding into your favor. Keep your heart soft, but your boundaries firm, and you will attract exactly what matches your efforts. And if we move towards an oracle message, here we go. Trust the unfolding. You don't need to force clarity right now. Things are aligning behind the scenes in ways that you can't fully see yet. What feels slow is actually stabilizing, and what feels uncertain is quietly being redirected for your highest good. So stay steady, stay honest with yourself, and let actions, not anxiety, reveal the truth. And let's go with some love messages, sweetie. You are loved in ways that you don't always see, but you feel it through consistency. The right love for you feels calm, not chaotic. You don't have to beg for reassurance when someone truly values you. And love that is meant for you will grow stronger with honesty, not with silence. And Elaine, let's go and see your question, and then we are going to go and see Yvonne. So Elaine, just 1 second. Alrighty, and here we go. All right, your skill level. What level your graphic designs at this moment? Is it junior, intermediate versus your art skills? Are they both intermediate? Are they both kind of leveled up? Okay. All right, Elaine. Graphic design, I feel like you have a certain steady growth that is there. I feel like learning through practice and attention to detail is going to do a lot. Into the interpretation, I feel like you're moving beyond junior, more towards an intermediate level. I feel like your improvements are more tangible and more consistent, and I feel like you're methodical and you're kind of building a solid foundation that others might take kind of a little bit longer to reach. As for the art skills, I'm going to say you're more creative, maybe more of an emotional intuition, and more of a flow that goes along with it. So I feel like your art is intermediate, leaning a little bit more towards advanced because you're expressing more emotion and more nuance into it altogether. So your growth is noticeable and more instinctive there rather than something that would be purely onto a technical level. So I feel like you're connecting the skill and your personal voice, which is a really, really big step into the mastery altogether. So are they at the same level? Not quite. The graphic design is more intermediate, structured, and technical, and the art is more intermediate, advanced, more intuitive and expressive. So they're both improving, but your art may currently kind of feel slightly ahead in personal expression, if you will, while I feel like your design is kind of catching up steadily into more of a professional skill. As for the age, the 30, that's just about transformation, sweetie. That really just kind of confirms that you're closing up a chapter, if you will. It's not about endings, it's about transformation. It's about your skills, it's about your mindset, it's about your life experience, and all those things are being upgraded. So you're stepping into more of a creative and a more personal phase, if you will. So overall, that's what I'm getting. Your graphic design and skills, they are growing. You are leveling on up. Graphic design is more intermediate and climbing kind of steadily. The art is more intermediate with emerging, I'm going to say, advanced qualities. And as for the age, it's really just a transformation. It's more creative opportunities, more life growth that seems to be coming towards you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We're gonna go and see Yvonne. So give me a sec. I'm gonna put Yvonne at 47 minutes. Let's go see what we've got for you. How are you doing, my sweetie pie? It is nice to see you, Yvonne. So you want to have a general finance, any message or hidden from the above angels, spirits, and ancestors. Here we go. Alrighty. So let's go and see what we've got for you. Well, you know, that's what I told you. I'm going to put the live later tonight. I'm going to go see Barbie. I never even went to see Barbie. I figured I'm going to see Barbie tomorrow. And so why should I drive 3 hours, like an hour and a half to go there, an hour and a half to spend like an hour and a half or something, and she'll be tired and eating her hay? Might as well go tomorrow. So I never even went to see Barbie. No, almost fell asleep on the couch, I swear. But then Raphael came on by and started to be Raphael. There you go. Yeah, so... Good night, Sophia. All right, so here we go, Yvonne. I'm just gonna put you a timestamp, but I'm gonna stop talking. So you are going to be at 48 minutes because I talked. He's having trouble with his phone. All right. I hope that his phone gets fixed, sweetie pie. I do. I hope that things get better. It's never a fun thing when your phone doesn't work well. Oh, Helene, love. Love is complicated. Love is complicated. I always say love is beautiful, but love is very complicated and love is very painful. It is one of those emotions in life where we all kind of run after something that often ends up hurting us. It's an interesting thing. Anywho, and it is very difficult sometimes to differentiate, yes, the difference between love and lust, or profound love, or love unto, like, what kind of a level of a love do you have that love? There's a lot of different levels. And I feel like often we never actually quite love onto the same level as the other person. Yeah. I know. I even asked myself the question the other day. I did, quite truthfully. I asked myself this. Have I ever truly loved someone? I'm not sure. And I spent like 19 years with Evil D, and before that, I was like 5 years with somebody else. Fiance with that one, and yet I don't really think I ever truly loved any of them. No. Interesting. I think I got used to them and I loved them in a different way. But love into the true way of loving, I don't think I did. I don't. So sometimes you can go your whole life without truly loving someone. Anywho, love is complicated. We could talk about it for hours. I know. Anywho, here we go. Yeah, like I'm like, and then when you ask yourself, do you really love the person, or do you love them because you want to be in love? Do you love them because you love them? Do you love them because of who they are? Do you love them because who they can become? Do you love them because of the perspective that you have? Like, what are the reasons why you love them? Is it coming from a place from within you, or is it coming from a purely beautiful, peaceful place? You know? Yeah, I'm going to put a new timestamp for Yvonne. I'm going to stop philosophing on love, but it's a very complicated subject. Yeah, that happens too. You give too much. You give, and then love turns to hate. Because you gave too much. You gave your soul away is what you did. You gave your soul away. Alrighty, okay, so here we go. Yeah. Yvonne, I'm completely with you, Yvonne. Here we go. Questions. You're still here, Dan, after all my blah blah blah-ish on love? You say notice how you identify that even through years. Yeah, I know, it's true. It's an interesting thing. I ask myself a lot of questions about it sometimes. I do. Anywho, I could continue. I'll have like different facets of this, but I'm not going to get into it. Oh, we can do it another time. So here we go. All that to say, guys, when you love into the best and into the purest way that you possibly can, and the healthiest for your soul and your needs, because we all have different needs, therefore we all need a different type of love. There's not one love that's identical and good for everybody. So that being said, my sweetie pie, into your general energy, what I'm getting out here for you is this. You're entering into a phase where you need my beautiful love. Not that I want to point you out, but yeah, you need to recognize your value a little bit more. You need to recognize how much you can actually give out to the world, to the people that are around you. May it be family, may it be friends, may it be work, all those things. You have a lot to give, and I know that you give a lot, but I feel like you don't recognize the value that you're giving on out. So emotionally, financially, energetically, it's like time for you to receive and return. It's time for the people that you keep giving to. It is time for them to start returning towards you. And so if you are able to accept that, and if those people are able to give it to you, then that would be a beautiful thing. I am going to emit a warning that I do want you to be careful for somebody who could try to, I'll put it this way, I'll say sell you an illusion into a way. They're not physically asking you money for something, but somebody could be trying to make you believe into something, into a thought, into an idea, into a prospect that might not necessarily be good for you, or might not necessarily bring you the goods that you want. I feel like this has to do with money, with finances. So I do want you to be a little bit careful with that. Okay, my love? So, oh, Juanson, I know, I was thinking the same thing. So I do feel like we are a little bit into a place over here where I want you to be careful for this person who is, it could be feeding you ideas upon a job, a career, an opportunity, and it might not be exactly what you expect it to. So you might end up being disappointed if you move on forward with it. Nothing of a catastrophe, just be a little bit careful about that. Other than that, don't underestimate yourself. Don't shrink your needs for people that are around you neither. Is going to be very important. I feel like your money, other than this over here, I feel like the money is kind of stabilizing itself. I feel like a lot of little practical decisions can really pay off for you. So if you're able to look at that, oh, I would love that. Like the little simplest little things can bring you really like big abundance into the future. So slow but solid growth rather than something that's going to be really quick. All right. I feel like you've been worried about finances. I feel like that's something that's been lingering maybe even for a few years. The security is going to be built through that discipline. Don't pressure yourself too much. I know you got beautiful discipline. So I just need you to continue. Okay. Tiny little steps are going to bring you really far up that pyramid. Other than that, I feel like the angels want you to move on up into a certain leadership, into a certain management. It's like if your angels want you to take more control of your needs. And your needs and your actions. Don't let other people influence your decisions too much. It's like your angels want you to take control of that part of you, of your heart, of your soul, of what you need. And they need you to listen to that. And they need you to move, not just listen to it, but they need you to take action towards it. So to move on forward with that. So I'm going to say over here, into my hidden message, I want you to be careful for people that you trust. Don't trust necessarily everybody. Do the financial moves that feel right, not all of them, and set some boundaries in certain situations that are going to be important for you. So listen to that beautiful, quiet little inner voice, not the loud ones that are speaking at you or trying to sell you things or all those things all together, okay? But what you need to know is that you are very protected into a very practical and beautiful way. You have great wisdom. You are surrounded by beautiful people that are up there. I don't know who they are, but there's like 4 or 5 of them. There's 2 ladies and there's 2 ladies and there's like 3 men. They're all a little bit older, like over, I'll say 60, something of the such. One of the men actually has a mustache, a brown mustache. Anyways, there's beautiful people up there and they're watching over you. So you got a beautiful team. Those are your ancestors that are there. They're not necessarily angels. They're ancestors. There are people who have passed on through into your family lineage and everything as such who are watching over you. But those are my messages for you, my sweet love. Yeah. What is that, Elaine? How do I pull my life together in terms of having a family? What do you mean, sweetie? Oh, let me go see Yvonne. Thank you, Elaine. You know what, Elaine? Family's one thing, and no. I'm going to say it's a cohesive thing. I know my kids, they know me. I know my family, they know me. We get along well together, and it is what it is. And I'm an Aries. We all have our plus and our minuses into our signs, but I move on forward. I do what I've got to do every single day, no matter what it is. I always say, if somebody else did it, I can do it too. And so that's it. That's how I grow my strength. I answer myself. I question myself a lot. I find my own answers. If I can't find them myself, I research out for them. And when I'm absolutely exhausted, I just take time for myself and I actually just go to bed at an early time, like 10 or 11 o'clock, which is early for me because usually I'd go to bed at 4 a.m. And that's that. That's it. I just handle things as they come on through, sweetie, honestly. Is Carmen and hold on, I didn't not want all those. Carmen and Osvaldo regarding the work contract. We probably are, Elaine, probably are. As for those two people, Carmen and Osvaldo, regarding the work contract, not necessarily. I do want you to be a little bit careful. I do, but I don't feel like it's them. Like, I don't feel they're 100% pure and nice and kind and pure-hearted and they want the very best for you. Like, they could stab you into the back. They definitely could. So I do need you to be a little bit onto your guard. But are those two people the people that I'm talking about? No, there's somebody else. There's somebody else out there who... And it's not happening this week. I'm not saying this week somebody is coming on forward and they're going to offer you something. It's within the following 2 or 3 months. Somebody is coming on through, and it's not the two people that you mentioned. And there's going to be an idea. It could be these two people who are going to integrate somebody else, and it's that person that you have to be careful for. But it's not these two. But it's a new opportunity that's going to come towards you. And I'll give you an example. It's not something horrible, but let's say they'll say, oh, you could make, 20 grand with this. But in reality, you're going to have to put a lot of work in, but you might only make 7 grand. Now, the number is just a fictitious number altogether. It's just to give you an example. So you're not being scammed into anything. It's just you're going to have to work a lot for something that is promised really big, but is going to be small. That's pretty much what I'm seeing. Yeah. There's something about Carmen that kind of bothers you. You just don't know what it is. Well, Carmen has jealousy issues, is what I will say. And also has, what's the word I'm looking for? Self-worth. There's something that she sees within you that you have that she doesn't. And she tries to battle that. So maybe that's the energy that you're seeing or that you're sensing in a certain way. Yeah. It's not a 100% pure energy that's passing on through. Yeah. But that person doesn't want you any bad though. Yeah. Thank you, Elaine. You're a sweetie pie. I appreciate it. Wow. Oh, wow. Alrighty, let me just go and see this, and just one little momentum. No, I don't want that. I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna go and see, I believe, wait, hold on, no, that's old. I don't know why, it is so weird, this thing. Alrighty, so here we go. I'm going to say that we're going to end the live for tonight. Like I said, there could be a surprise live Saturday or Sunday. I'll keep you guys updated for Monday and Tuesday. But anyway, so stay tuned if there's a surprise live tomorrow or Sunday. And into the meanwhile, you can always pass through PayPal, send out questions. I'll answer them as I always do. And bless you, beautiful souls, every single one of you. And love you guys. So, oh wait, should you not continue? No, Yvonne, do continue with the contract. Just set your boundaries. Don't let them say, oh, well, do this and do that. Like, if you are supposed to do 20 hours of work, don't do 40 and be paid for 20. Or don't do 40 hours and then they'll say, oh, we'll pay you the difference onto the next or onto the next. It's not going to happen. So just set your boundaries of what is respectable and what is good for you, and that's it. You can do the contract. Just set your boundaries. Yeah. That's it. I don't know who's moving towards you, sweetie. Eight of Cups could be moving away. It doesn't have to be moving towards. It could be moving away. It could be you releasing someone, Elena, or it could be somebody releasing their energy from you. Somebody, you know, it doesn't have to be somebody of love. It could be a family. It could be somebody from the very, very far past. It could be many different things. It could even just be an energy from somebody who's above, who has released you, who has passed away from, not this lifetime, but yeah, it's a removal. Yeah. I see it more as you releasing somebody or some type of an energy. And the energy doesn't have to be a person. It could be a thought. It could be a thought, an idea, a program, a project, something of the such. It's not necessarily a person. Yvonne, I'm sending much love your way, sweetie pie. Always an angel, my love. So, sweetie pies, I will see you guys perhaps this weekend. And into the meanwhile, stay safe. If you need me, you know where to find me. And love you guys. I'll see you guys soon. Good night, sweeties.